Hello friends, we're at Tokyo Disneyland today for Donald's Quacky Duck City. We've got guagua sticks. I'm here with this guy. If you listen to the Land of the Rising Sun podcast, the weekly Tokyo theme park podcast, as you should,
which you should be doing.
You should be doing every week, then you'll know this is Alex, and we're here together today. We've got guaguas. Guag, 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 guag. We've got these ridiculous things. We got here bright and early to try and get a DPA, the paid viewing area that you can get for the seasonal parade. So we got here nice and early, pretty close to the front. Anyone who's watched the videos before will know the most important time at your Tokyo Disney Day is the first 5 minutes, 5 seconds. You want to get here very early, and as soon as you get in the gate, get on the app. We'll get on the app, we'll try and get DPA for the parade, try and get a priority pass, that's the free thing like a fast pass for Space Mountain, because it's going to close in a few months, and do the show lotteries for the normal shows, and maybe get a restaurant reservation as well. The gates are going to open at 9 o'clock today. They used to open a little bit earlier, but recently they've been opening bang on 9, which is what they say on the website, so we'll see you when we get inside. Everything's Donald everywhere. This is Donald. That's all Donald. We'll get a better look at it all later, but you know what it's like when you first get in the park. You want to get into a ride queue and make the most of your time, right? So we're heading over to Splash Mountain because we still have that, just like all the others. What's this? We go through here. You're avoiding it. I'm going to go through the thing. Yay! Yay! Quack, 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 quack. Cute. Okay, it keeps going. Yeah, we got a fast pass for Space Mountain at 10:30. Really quick one. We might be able to get like 3 or 4 priority passes today.
Let's see.
It's not so busy. And what else did we get? We got entry request for Mouse Beat. So we'll be able to see that show. And the big thing, we got the DPA for the Donald Parade in front of the castle. But as Alex pointed out, our castle has construction fences up in front of it right now, so it's not going to be the prettiest thing, but it'll be a great view.
Yeah.
We're going to see Pete.
Pete.
We got Pete for the first time in this one.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Is that what you're going to say to him?
Yeah.
Hey, Pete.
What up, Pete?
It's weird to me that he's like smiley, like he's got a big smile. He should be kind of, you know, like Grumpy, the dwarf is grumpy, right? We're allowed to have grumpy characters. Like, speaking of construction walls, Big Thunder is all walled up as well. Pooh's Honey Hunt's still closed. Oh, but Peter Pan's open now, isn't it? That was closed last time I came. That'd be nice to do that. Anyway, we're heading on Splash Mountain. Yeah.
うさこが笑ってるじゃねえか
Take a smile, we're for a while, and you'll find yours, we know, ho, ho.
We got some sunshine out. We did Splash Mountain, rode at the front, always ask for the front row, and then we whizzed around on Haunted Mansion because you can't just walk past Haunted Mansion. I don't know if we should be trusted with these. You can't stop glaring all the time. What should we do next? Oh, we've got Space Mountain. Fast pass.
In 10 minutes.
Priority pass. It works exactly the same as fast pass. My mum asked me about it recently. She's like, what's the priority pass? I said, it's a fast pass.
It's fast pass.
And she understood immediately what it is, because it's exactly the same. Like, why couldn't they just call it a fast pass?
And they still haven't changed the name either.
No, it still says 40th, doesn't it? Yeah. It's not the 40th anymore. It's the 41st. Oh, I want to look at the 41st merch, actually. The Jungle Cruise t-shirts. Yay. Oh, for the shop, yeah. Oh, for that merch. That's what you needed the pass for. Yeah, so sometimes you need a standby pass for the shops because the shops get so busy. You need to, oh yeah, we've decided that these are great for for putting more emphasis on what you're saying. But yeah, sometimes you need a standby pass for the shops to get into them because they get so crowded otherwise. So that's another thing to know. It is crazy when you first get in, right? Like we had to... What did we do? We had to get the DPA for the parade. We had to get a priority pass for Space Mountain. You have to go to a ride. We tried to get a restaurant reservation but couldn't get it. You do entry requests for the shows.
Got one.
Got Club Mouse Beat with the new not COVID-y version, so that'll be nice.
It's exactly the same.
But yeah, it's so much to do first thing. But then your day goes so much better. Get here really early, do all that, and then you'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll head over to Space Mountain. It might be my last time to ride it. Hopefully not.
Quack at it.
Still got a couple of months.
We're in.
I totally forgot that there's actually 2 events on. There's not just Donald's Quacky, I mean there's only one event really, but there's also the Space Mountain event. There's actually a little bit more than I expected for this. I mean it's not much, it's basically mostly merch, but the little photo op thing that they have is actually pretty cool. And this banner's really nice too. I wonder if anything in the ride is different. We'll take a look. This tunnel. No, Alex is here.
Oh, it's going.
It's going. I always like the view this way as well. It gives you a nice vantage over the park and Disney Sea. It's crazy how much of Disney Sea you see from here. Yeah. Oh, take it all in. Yeah, I hope whatever we get next, you still get this kind of second level view of Tomorrowland because it's really nice. I mean, that is one thing our Tomorrowland does have is the 2 layers. We don't have a people mover, which is a shame, but you get over here as well by Star Tours, you get the second floor as well. Our people move themselves. Very, very well put. Got all this cheesy thing. Space Mountain. Let's go. Tooty lights. Strange. I wonder if New Space Mountain will have escape pods. It'd be a cute little throwback. Ooh, so the ride was the same, but there's some stuff here. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. It's way more thrilling than you think it is. It's probably just been a while since I've been on a real roller coaster, but still. Ours is way more dark than the other ones. It's just really, it feels so fast. Oh, I'm so glad we got on that today. I'm gonna really miss it. Hopefully I'll get on it again soon, but they're gonna do like a lottery system for the last few weeks. So it's gonna be really hard to get on it, and it's just crazy popular now. Okay, I'm hungry. Let's get a snack. We're gonna go for a Tony Calzone.
Yeah.
Tony Solaroni Calzone. That's what the place should be called.
Sure.
Tony Solaroni's Calzones.
Stitch.
It's Stitch. Hi, Stitch.
Oh, Mr. Incredible.
He does now.
Hey.
Aw.
Tokyo Disneyland, bringing people together.
There we go. Stitch. We got some man. And an apple tea soda. And then a calzone, chicken and tomato calzone from Tony Solaroni. But we're sitting outside, look at this view.
He made it for him, or it's not up for
The Donald stuff is so much fun. I love all of this. It's so cool. The weird thing is they've actually put more into this than they did for the entire 40th anniversary. I mean, the castle looks pretty for the 40th, but this, look at the entrance sign. They've done so much for this. And it looks really good, and it's all this like comic book style, so it's all kind of dot shading and like bold black outlines. So it has this really strong kind of visual theme as well as all being Donald. And just all the different kind of scenarios that you find him in. It's really fun. Yeah, Alex just made a great point that these are just like colors and things we haven't seen for so long. We've had Halloween, we've had Christmas, we've had lots of Minnie Mouse stuff, but it's nice to see something really different. Like Palpalooza was fun because the mini one, I hate the names of these events. The first Palpalooza with Minnie was fun because it felt really fresh, but this feels even more fresh than that. And they've already said this is coming back next year, right? So it'll be interesting to see which characters we get in the future, or if it's like the same ones every time. We just swung around Jungle Cruise, you know. I always ride that one at nighttime because it's way prettier, but seeing it in the daytime, there's actually loads of stuff you can't see at night, so if you're a big Jungle Cruise fan, it might be worth doing both. Oh no, the monkeys have escaped! Monkeys! Oh, so that was a turn of events. So we went to Tomorrowland Terrace to grab a burger, and we were like, we'll just eat it in the restaurant because we had 30 minutes until the show started, and it's right next to the viewing area anyway. So we sat and had our burger. We're like, oh cool, the show starts in 10 minutes. Let's go out to in front of the castle where our DPA seats were. We go outside, and it's raining. We check the forecast, it says it's gonna rain for 30 minutes, right when the parade's about to start. And we checked the wind as well, because actually the wind tends to affect things even more than the rain. Because it was only really light rain, but the wind, the gusts were really fast. So we think that's why. Anyway, we checked on the app. It said on the app, before there was actually an in-park announcement, it said that the parade was cancelled. So we were like, oh no. But then they said they're doing a greeting instead. So it was a consolation prize, but the floats came and went around and went back in while they played the music. So we saw the characters, but we didn't get to see Pete. So I haven't looked at too much because I thought I was going to see it today, right? But Pete comes on a float the other way and sort of meets Donald's floats, and then, oh, Minnie's here. Oh, Minnie and Mickey wearing their rain jackets. Isn't that cute? I love the little sweet things like that they do in the rain. I'm hoping this evening I'll be able to get some footage of Nightfall Glow, which is a special nighttime parade they only do when the normal electrical parade, Dreamlights, is cancelled. I haven't got any footage of it yet, so I'm hoping I can get that. Where was I? Those two mice ran by and distracted me. Yeah, normally Pete's floats come and meet Donald's, and there's like a show in front of the castle. But yeah, today we didn't get to see Pete, which is a shame because this event, this show, is the first time we've had Pete at Tokyo Disneyland. I think it's the first time he's been anywhere except California. Maybe he was at Paris, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a shame we didn't get to see him. And then, yeah, just like the forecast said, right after the parade, the rain stops and the weather's fine. So that was really unlucky. Alex, bless him, he started feeling ill. Like he hasn't been feeling great all day, and he's jetting off to America at the end of the week. So he's gone off to recuperate, bless him. I've got a Buzz Lightyear Fast Pass coming up soon. We've got Club Mouse Beat later, which they have the new non-COVID-y version, which just means at the end of the show the characters walk out into the crowd a little bit. But that'll be fun, I'll go and check that out. And yeah, we'll go and see what else we can find. That's cute, I love these little things they do to make the rain feel like something like special. You know, instead of it just being things that are cancelled and it's wet and you don't get to have fun. We just got to see Mickey and Minnie wearing their rain jackets, which is like a special rare thing. It makes you feel like something special's happening instead of something crappy. The decorations for this for this event are way better than the mini ones. There's just something more like real about it. There's a lot more like 3D props that they've dug out for this one. The one in the center of World Bazaar isn't as good, which is kind of a nice thing because there used to be huge lines that clogged up all the crowds there during minis. But the ones around the castle are really cool. I don't know if you can hear me now, the brass band are playing. Yeah, I really like this event, and it's cool to imagine like which different characters we're gonna get in the next few years. They've already said that we're having Palpalooza again next year. Me and Alex were saying that like it seems like this is not as popular as the mini one, but you also have to remember April is always a low season for Tokyo. People start the new school year, they get new jobs. It's just kind of a time where you focus on like studying and work, and people tend not to be coming into the parks. And on top of that, like we say, not so popular, but still the biggest rides in the park have like 2-hour-long queues, so Tokyo's not popular is very different from maybe a Hong Kong or Paris or even the American parks' not popular days, you know. I'm quite excited to get on Buzz Lightyear. I haven't done this for ages. It was closed for a really long refurb, and then it's always way busier here than it is in other parks. And so is Toy Story Mania. I think people just love a Toy Story themed interactive shooting ride. No, but for real, people love games here and they love trying to get new high scores and things, so that's why these rides are especially popular. I mean, right now it's just a 45-minute wait, which isn't so bad, but I've got a fast pass anyway. Or 40th anniversary priority pass, even though it's not the 40th anniversary anymore.
此外，请您照顾好随行的。
攻撃を続けろ。スターコマンドを甘く見るなよ、ザン。
Oh, I like Buzz Lightyear. That was really fun. I think I got some nice footage as well that you'll be looking at right now. And now. And now. I wasn't shooting on that one because I wanted to get some footage. But also, I like not shooting because you can kind of appreciate the sets a lot more. It's a really sweet ride. And yeah, like I said, I haven't done it for a while, so that was kind of nostalgia for me as well. Like, Buzz is a ride that I grew up with. I guess there's a whole generation of people like me now, right, who we grew up with Buzz Lightyear, and that's as classic to us as something like Peter Pan's flight is. Well, speaking of that, I haven't done that for a while either. That was closed for refurb for a couple of months, so I might head over there next. I totally forgot we won the lottery for Club Mouse Beat before Alex went home. And the new COVID change, or post-COVID, when the 40th anniversary changed, they changed the ending. So instead of them doing like a 40th dance on the stage with the 40th song, they actually come up the aisles, and look where I'm sat. I'm right on the aisle. Hopefully I'll get some nice close-ups of them walking down the aisle, and ooh, maybe I'll get a high five. That most esteemed of honors. A nice view as well, and I get to stretch my legs a little bit. I would have preferred to get Magical Music World in the Fantasyland Theatre, because just being in that theatre is really nice, and I've only seen it once, because the lottery system here is not always the kindest. But it'll be nice to see this again anyway. I didn't expect that. People went absolutely crazy for that new ending. Like, all it is the characters walking up and down the aisles, and some of the characters are some of the performers, and they dish out some high fives, but I think things have been so COVID-y here for so long that just them coming near you is like so exciting to people here. People were cheering, and yeah, I haven't heard an audience like that in Club Mouse Beat since it started. It was crazy. It really took me by surprise. I heard online that people were excited about the changes, but yeah, I didn't expect that. A fun thing you might not know about Beast's Castle here is that when it gets dark, all of the lights don't just suddenly come on inside. That's not how it would work, right? A servant actually goes around and lights each of the room's lamps separately, so you can see all of the different rooms light up one by one rather than them all just coming on at once. Maybe we'll see one now. It looks like a few of them have lit up, but not all of them. So you can see Space Mountain from here as well. Up here. I wonder what kind of view we're going to get of the new one, if anything at all. Maybe it'll be tucked behind the trees more because it's going to be further back. But I think it's going to be bigger, so I wonder if we'll see anything. They obviously didn't mind that we can see this one, right? So I'm sure they won't mind letting us get a peek at the new one. Oh, we're getting Nightfall Glow tonight. I thought this was perfect weather for Nightfall Glow. So for those who don't know, Tokyo has like a secret nighttime parade. This blew my mind the first time I saw it. If the normal nighttime parade, if the weather's not good, like if it's a little rainy or a little windy, they'll cancel it, but they have a completely different nighttime parade. It's a lot shorter and there's no dancers on the ground, but still they have a totally different nighttime parade that starts at the other end that they can just whip out in case they need to. And I don't have any footage of it, so I've been wanting to get footage of it for a while, but it's really tricky to see, it's really rare. During COVID times, back in 2021, late 2020, I'm not sure. But around that time, they were doing this every day instead of Dreamlights, the normal electrical parade, just because the full version of this doesn't have like dancers coming into the crowds anyway, so they didn't have to change it for COVID. Eventually we got a COVID version of Dreamlights, but anyway, yeah, I don't have any footage of it, so I'm really happy about that. You can see Elsa's castle glowing. It's crazy how much of Fantasy Springs you can see from Disneyland. Way more of it than you can from Disney Sea. But there she is! My goodness, I'm going there in just 7 weeks. 8 weeks? 7 weeks. I'm going soon! Just took a whiz round Roger Rabbit. It's so much fun, that ride. I love that thing. And the Nightfall Glow Parade that I talked about should be starting pretty soon. The rain's a little heavier now, but this is the rainy day parade, so I mean, they do cancel it sometimes, you know, sometimes it's too rainy. But I think we're gonna be okay. However, it wasn't forecast rain today. I didn't bring an umbrella. Oh well, I might be getting a bit soggy. Hopefully the camera's okay. That's the whole parade. It's just something so small and sweet, but considering they could just cancel the parade and call it a day, like, it's rainy, the parade's cancelled, people would understand, right? But instead, they go the extra mile to deliver something. And like I said earlier about seeing Mickey and Minnie in their rain jackets, they just take something that's a negative, it being rainy, and they turn it into something that feels special. Like, it genuinely feels like, oh, I was lucky that I got to see this special thing. I was lucky that it was rainy today. And I just think that's awesome. My camera, on the other hand, probably doesn't think it's awesome, so I've got out of the rain now. Because it's rainy, and it's got pretty, it's not cold, but it's a little chilly. I expect that a lot of people have left. So I'm hoping I might be able to squeak on Beauty and the Beast last thing. These types of days, sometimes it drops down to like 20 or even 10 minutes right before the park closes. We might be able to get on it. Last time I checked it was 75, but I suspect it's a little shorter now. If not, Monsters Inc. would be a fun one to get on. So yeah, I'm gonna check out the app and see what we can do. Okay, so Beauty and the Beast is 75, so I don't think so. Space Mountain's 85, and the park closes in 95 minutes, so I think they're both gonna close pretty soon, those queues, which is a shame. Monsters Inc. 35? I'm at Gaston's now, I might just grab a beer and then head over there. 35 for Monsters Inc. sounds okay? Or 25 for Mansion. Did already do that today. I'll think about it. I indulged in a apple cinnamon churro. These are pretty good. And a beer. Why not? Last hour and a half of the park. And I'll take a little stroll over to Monsters Inc. I think. Last I checked it was 35 minutes. So let's see, around this time they can change a lot. I really think a lot of people must be going home by now. Still 35. Hey, 35 minutes for Monsters isn't bad. Then maybe I can sneak onto Haunted Mansion afterwards. Pirates. I might be in more of a piratesy mood. It's closer to there as well. Let's head over. Okay, it's gone up to 45 now, and like it's still not bad, but Haunted Mansion's 5 minutes, Pirates of the Caribbean's 5 minutes, and I just plain old don't want to wait right now. Okay? Well, that's okay, isn't it? So I'm gonna wander over to Haunted Mansion, I think, and maybe lap that a few times. All the Fantasyland dark rides are pretty low weights as well, so I just can't be bothered with a big queue right now, you know? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, and right now I cannot. So Monsters Inc. ended up being 45 minutes when I got over there. Like I said, I couldn't be bothered to wait there, so I went to Haunted Mansion, which was a posted 5 minutes, but then I got here and it said 20 minutes, but then it was actually only 5 minutes when I walked through the queue. I think the wait times get a bit screwy when it's something with priority pass, the fast pass, but like people have already left and maybe they're not using the fast passes even though they've got them. So, you know, they don't know if all these people are going to come and jump in the line or if they're not. But yeah, Haunted Mansion, I like it. There's a lot of pretty shots I think I can get in the rain with the reflections on the ground, so I'm going to try and get a few of those. I think hit Pirates. Beauty and the Beast is still open, it's now at 55. It's not completely impossible to imagine it just like dropping down to 20 before the end of the day, so that could still happen. We'll see. But I think for now I'm going to stroll over to maybe Pirates, or maybe just do one of these, maybe do Snow White. I haven't done that for a while. Check this out, you can see the Neverland Mountains with the smoke coming out, and they've got like this orange light, and it's not just like constantly bursting smoke out, they do like a little bit of orange light and then the smoke comes out. Oh, they look so good. With the lighting on the mountains as well, it looks like it's taken out of the dark ride. Look at that! Oh, Fantasy Springs is gonna be so good. Let's go get a boulder dropped on our heads, shall we? I love this ride, it's so stupid. She dropped a big rock on me. I love that ride, but I hate how when it's stacked, you don't stop like looking at her giving you the apple, and you don't stop looking at her dropping the boulder on you. You stop looking at a wall and then looking at the black door that you're about to go through. It's so silly. Okay, so it's 8:25. We've got 35 minutes left until the park closes. Beauty and the Beast has closed. Okay, that's... Oh, wow. Splash closed and then it's reopened again. 25-minute wait for Splash. It's right over there. Let's go. Let's do it. So that's interesting. I thought they'd closed it for the night because we do close rides before the park close if the queue is long enough. And Splash is normally one of the first to close. But it was just a technical difficulty and it's reopened. And now we're waiting outside of the entire Critter Country area. It looks like they like closed off the whole area and now we can go back in. I suspect this has something to do with the rain, but yeah, I haven't seen this before. It's interesting. So I did not expect that. Everything's been cancelled today. The nighttime parade was cancelled. The Donald parade was cancelled. The fireworks are always cancelled, but they were on. And we still have the 40th anniversary fireworks, which I didn't expect. Really seems like they fumbled the landing on the 40th. We used to have like a grand finale, like the 35th had a grand finale, where it was like this whole extra event for the end of the anniversary. And here it just ended, but we still have all the food offerings. We still have the 40th anniversary priority pass, the fast pass, and apparently we still have the 40th anniversary fireworks as well. Yeah, modern OLC is not what it used to be. But hey, they've pulled out all the stops today. Kind of got to hand it to them. Making the most of a rainy day, you know? I really didn't expect to see fireworks today. I should definitely know this, but is the reason Splash normally closes early because of the fireworks? Because they just finished, and they're all in this corner of the park, and they just finished, and it stinks around here. It's so I guess because of the rain and the clouds, right? There's nowhere for the smoke to go. This whole area stinks of burning. And then as soon as the fireworks finished, we started moving in. We were just stood completely still outside of Critter Country. I've never seen that before. Maybe that's because of the weather? Or maybe I'm just not normally over here because normally the ride closes and the queue's so long that it doesn't reopen. That can't be right. I must have seen that before. I've been coming here for 5 years. Oh, well, I started and ended the day on Splash Mountain, so that's quite a treat. And never waited longer than half an hour for it. So that's a pretty good day as far as I'm concerned. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you so much. If you want to get these videos a little bit early and get other exclusive bonuses, such as exclusive content, being able to ask me things, exclusive Q&As, check out the Patreon in the description. If you like these kinds of videos and you want to see more in the future, especially one from Fantasy Springs Hotel on opening weekend, please hit subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos. And have a magical week, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.